I think that is more of the modern look that I like as well. But functionality, equal, same, different. What do you think? So what do you think about this new EOS that's coming out? Have you been seeing any of that?
That's a good combination between that rock exposed look mixed with that modern look, because it's got that modern looking black panel that goes down.
It does. We've created a series of videos for you based on our most asked questions about all things sauna. Welcome to the lower bench. If modern aesthetic sauna heaters is what you have in mind for your sauna, you're in luck. Today we're going to talk about all the modern sauna heater designs that we have available. I think one of the questions I need to ask is what constitutes a modern sauna heater? I mean, what's a modern? Because the technology is the same. It's really just the aesthetics, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just trying to think as we're talking, I mean, it's the aesthetics. So, I mean, if the, what do you think constitutes modern look?
You know, I've been thinking about this for a long time now, and something that comes to me is not necessarily just the sauna heater itself, but the way the sauna heater is presented. For instance, what I really like these days is a sauna heater that is in an embedding flange and a bench.
Yeah, that is nice.
Yeah, I think you put a cliff and an embedding flange and a bench, and that's the most modern look you can get.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Mike, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree. You know, a lot of sauna enthusiasts or people who are very versed in saunas go that route with the embedding flange because you want that raised floor for heat. So yeah, I agree. That is a very modern look. I like a lot of heaters that we carry that have black casing on them. It seems like some people, maybe not all people, are moving away from the stainless steel and wanting to go more towards that look with black casing.
Remember back in the day whenever stainless steel was the way of the future? You remember that? Back in the day, I thought by this time everything would be stainless steel. Now it's going back black. But regardless, now my thinking on the modern is exactly what y'all said, but really it's more the straight lines. You know, it's a lot more, except for the hive, that's the basket of stones. And it's also the minimalist look, where it's less metal, more stones. If you look at the drop, the hive, the cliff, the steel, you mainly are seeing the stones, a little bit of the metal. So it looks like it's more of with the drop or the Hardy Spirit, for example, it looks like a basket of stones floating on the wall. I think that's that modern look. So it's not always straight lines, but sometimes it is. And sometimes, you know, it's where it just has less of the metal casing, like the kip or the vert or the club and, you know, the home crafts and that type of thing. But then if you look at home crafts, even they have the Apex now, you're seeing more stones. They have the Revive. So I think that is more of the modern look that I like as well. But functionality, equal, same, different? What do you think?
I mean, I think the functionality of the heater is, you know, dependent upon, like you said, the stones. I mean, how much stone capacity you got in there, and basically how, if there's like an air tunnel and heating capacity, things of that nature. But I don't know. I kind of like what Mike mentioned earlier too about the Verta. I think that's a really nice looking heater, and they've got that separate compartment for the elements. So I've only once ever had a call where someone ever needed to even exchange the elements on that heater, and I think that's got that really nice look.
Yeah, that has that drawer style element replacement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The easiest one to replace the element is the one we sell the fewest of, but kind of ironic. But no, that's a very modern, you know, especially for people that, you know, want the ease of repair if they ever do need to eventually, many years down the road, need to do something with their sauna heater. Yeah, I would disagree with that.
But you know, that black look is definitely a more modern look these days, because even the Harvey kit now has got one with the black metal casing on it. So
they do.
Yeah,
that just came out here in the States, where they have the black casing, and I'm pretty sure Homecraft is even working on something where they're going to have multiple different colors that you can choose. They're going to do more of an anodized metal, so you can do even different colors, so that there'll be more color options. So.
Well, you mentioned the Spirit earlier, and I think that's a good combination between that rock exposed look mixed with that modern look, because it's got that modern looking black panel that goes down.
It does.
And you can mount it to the wall, which is great for conserving space. I think the Spirit is a good combination of both modern and, you know, functional sauna heater.
That's true, and it goes up to 9 kilowatt now, so that even goes for even larger saunas than it even did before. Yep, that's true. I do like the Spirit. That's by far one of my top heaters, without a doubt. But then there's still a lot of people. I'm kind of on board. I still love the stainless look. I don't know why. I don't think it's a generational thing. I think the stainless look just gives that clean a clean look. You know, if you keep it clean, it gives it that you know, that clean, shiny look. Some people really like that.
I mean, I don't know anything about it.
So Tony, tell me about the EOS heaters.
Yeah, you know, what do we?
Yeah, Homecraft. So I did want to touch on like the Revive Slim because I do like that.
Okay, so Mike, what do you think about like the Revive Slim?
So I really like that they came out with the Slim series. Not only is it a great heater, but they've definitely kept in mind conserving space within tighter saunas. I know with the Slim series, the heater itself is only around 7.5 inches in width, and I think around, 7.5 inches in depth and around 11 inches in width. So it's a relatively small heater, and then if you get the heater shield with it, you can take it down to 1 inch off the wall
For clearances?
For clearance.
Okay, so if you have real tight clearances, if your benches are real close to your wall, that gives you more space. So whenever we talk clearances, it's basically how much room does that heater need to breathe where, you know, before it comes in contact with combustible materials like wood. So you just have to make sure that no matter what heater you go with, you have to make sure there's plenty of room for your heater, for your sauna. And if you have any questions about that, we can always help you out. So what do you think about this new EOS that's coming out? Have you been seeing any of that?
I think that's going to be a game changer. That is definitely a luxury style sauna heater right there. And I mean, the price point's going to be higher, but that thing uses freaking cubes to heat the heater.
It's amazing. It's going to be absolutely amazing. And as far as modern, you will not be able to get any more modern than the EOS heater. That's coming from Europe. So as soon as they get to the States, I think they're going to be a big seller. Yeah, we'll have a lot more information about that coming up as they get here.
We already got them on the site too.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. So, yep. So customers can always check those out. Yeah, we're actually going to be the first reseller in the U.S. for the EOS heaters. So, so that's a pretty big thing. That's a pretty big thing. We are, we definitely sell a lot of sauna heaters, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. The new control panel looks really nice on that too.
Yes. The beauty of these aesthetically modern sauna heaters that we're selling is that, you know, you would think that they would put looks over performance. But one thing I've found with all these, I'm sure you're the same, is that they have both the power and the look. So granted, they do typically cost more money, but you have a wonderful heater with the look that you're wanting. To where the more, you know, the more what I call old school sauna heaters, which I really like, you know, they are workhorses as well. So you're not sacrificing anything with going with the modern look. It's kind of what I'm saying. You know, they are not sacrificing quality for the look, and which is one thing I really like about the Hue. All of them, all the different brands. Would you agree?
Yeah, absolutely. I still think it delivers that true finished sauna experience, and you're gonna definitely get what you pay for with your sauna heater. So it's one thing that I always like to point out is, you know, if you're paying high-end dollar for a sauna heater, you're getting your money's worth out of it.
Yeah, this is something you're going to be living with for many, many years. So yes, price is always an option, but think about what you want to look at for many, many years. I mean, you'll be using it, of course. It's going to be for you're not getting it for the looks, you're getting it for the function. But come on, this is modern times. We get stuff for looks too, but and you're going to be looking at this for many years.
And, you know, when you're talking about a modern sauna heater, I always want to mention that, you know, the accessories that you pair with it is extremely important as well. So you want to get that heater guard. You want to get those LED lighting strips that go around there. All those accessories are meant to make that look even better than it does. So I always want to point that out to people is, you know, get those accessories with it if you want that modern look.
Absolutely. Yeah, that can always be changed. You can always change those up. But the main heart of your sauna is the heater. Main heart is the heater. So you really want to make sure you choose the correct one for your sauna, not just because you saw it in a picture somewhere or at a sauna you visited. Make sure it's the right one for your sauna. Hey guys, that's all for us today. And if you have any questions, as always, leave them in the comments. You're probably tired of hearing me say this, but don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really means a lot to us. And as always, if you need any additional information, you can visit us anytime at saunaplace.com or give us a call at 931-516-6577. We'll be happy to help.